wandered in the middle of the day right up to this person's home, climbed into their vehicle in their own driveway as they were trying to unload their groceries and help themselves to their groceries. So that is obviously not something we want to see from a wild bear. That is potentially very dangerous because he was not doing that because he was friendly with people. He was doing that expecting to get food. So as you can imagine, that would be a pretty scary situation to experience yourself. But he also didn't just wake up one day out of the blue and decide, hey, this is a great idea. He had been taught to do that. He had been learning from all of those other little experiences he had had along the way, finding food in human areas. Once it got to the point where Corum was really confident enough to directly interact with people like he did, bear managers knew that they were not really going to be able to correct that behavior, so they had to take him out of the wild. When they come to that difficult decision, they are usually going to have to euthanize the bear.
I read that they put
that is the leading
gens
cause
in
of
the
death
fake
for
ones, and
wild
then they
bears.
stop feeding them less in the fall, so they do hibernate.
In Corum,
That's what I read in
Grant's
there.
case, we were able to provide an alternative to that. So all of the bears that lived
okay,
there
cool.
is an alternative to a lethal
Where
wild.
did they say?
It was in the building. I read it.
But the good
That
news is
they
that
created
we
fake
can
dens,
help
and
other
so the
wild
fall they
bears
feed them less,
stay
so their
wild
instinct
and
is
have better
eat a bunch
chance
in
to
August, and then they
continue
feed
using
them
wild
less,
food sources
and then they
instead of
actually
learning
go in the
to use
fake
food
dens
sources they find
and
by
hibernate.
interacting with people. If
I know,
we
that's what I said
are
in there.
more careful with our food, if we stop the bears before they have those experiences that are really dangerous to us and dangerous to
maybe
them,
there's truth to
if we
both.
make sure that we're not leaving that food
They only hibernate
at
in
those
one
trailheads and picnic areas and campsites, and that we're not even leaving
They hid
trailers
food.
full of food sitting in the back of our pickup truck at that parking lot or roadside pull-up in Yellowstone, that could become a food attractant to a wild bear. And that way we're denying them the opportunity to learn lessons that aren't good for them or us. That keeps bear country safe for people and means that a wild bear can stay wild. So in the meantime, they're getting a chance to watch Grant and Corum and explore the habitat. The animal keepers, there's a lot of food hidden around the habitat for them. They have interesting smells for the bears to investigate. Scents that have been added to the habitat, so it's changed since the last time these bears were out. They're going to be curious about investigating that change. They're going to be motivated to find a snack. We've hidden it in ways that will require the bears to interact with their surroundings in a natural way. And we've hidden a lot of the food on the ground, you'll probably notice. We do that because of the wild bears get most of what they eat on a day-to-day basis from the ground, whether it is big meals like a carcass, or whether it is small meals like bugs and worms and beetles and ants that they're finding under an old rotting log as they dig for mushrooms or plant roots or maybe a rodent burrow. And so we want to give the bears a chance to use those natural behaviors. What we're seeing right now from Grand Corum is very likely what we would see from a wild bear if we were lucky enough to observe one in a place like Eden Valley at a much, much greater distance.
Both males.
Enjoy watching them. And if you have any questions about the animals, definitely let us know. Myself and the other naturalists will be out in the red shirts. I am going to go over to the naturals cabin just on the other side here, just across from the bear viewing area, and talk a little bit about the wolves. If you are interested in learning about the wolves that are here and their counterparts in the wild, I invite you to join me for that over in that building right behind us, that naturalist cabin between the two wolf habitats.
They're way more active here than they are at the short zoo. It's slow down. It's like, right. They're like, yeah, I'm pretty much something.
Yeah.
out just as soon as I'm done with the wolf pack.
Oh yeah, you can see him swimming.
Better than I thought. At first I thought it was going to be tag to see this.